Arrived in Lukla, and you know it was foggy, and going up to the tea house, and I still told myself, drink enough tea before we started the hike, and you know, packing, you know, our bags with the yucks and the noises, and meeting our Sherpa team, and then I just knew, you know, this is it. This is the beginning of our journey.
So began the journey. I remember as we were walking, we saw these apple blossom, or looked like apple blossom trees, and we stopped, and one of the ladies needed to make a break and find a restroom, and we tried to knock on a little tea house door, and of course the restroom was around the back, she pointed, and there was just a little cover over a cliff edge, and that was it.
So I think another thing that also struck me immediately was, you know, meeting our Sherpas, and being such gracious people, so kind, but you know, also so dignified, and just, you know, it was just absolutely magic to. I just thought, you know, this is humanity. These are wonderful human beings, and I distinctly remember the two young ones at one stage when they said, "Can we carry your backpack? That will be an honor for us." And I started crying. I just thought, I mean, they're 18, 19 years old, and they tell me this, and I just thought, this is just so amazing. These beautiful people, and the humble way that they live their lives, but so in such a dignified way. I think that is one of the things that's touched my life most definitely.
Suddenly that got us to pause and rethink, and I think that began to touch everybody and all of us, and we were able to reflect quite deeply about the people and wonder.
Yep, arriving in base camp, in the distance as you come down, you could see all the tents, the yellow colored, orange colored tents. You realize that there's so much more than a rat race. There's so much more that you can learn from nature. Unbelievable experience. And for me personally, arriving in base camp, it was, life is a game. It's just how you play this.
For me personally, it is such a powerful moment that you have in your own soul at that stage. Such a deep moment, but not sort of, you know, lightning and noise and anything like that. So an intensely private moment, and sort of just being so grateful to be alive and to be here, to experience this. It is such a soft but powerful moment in the journey, which I will never ever forget.
It was a remarkable personal goal to achieve, to climb to 5,300 meters. I've never been that high in my life. You are having a lifetime experience. So it was overwhelming. I'm sure we all kind of felt that.
Probably the most difficult day I had was going from Gorakshep to Perishay. Goodness. So that was after the previous day we did base camp. I had my breakfast, and when I finished my breakfast, I knew we are not the biggest friends today, my breakfast and myself. So in any case, we started with the hike, and we were probably up just that first climb, and I knew something is going wrong. I got so sick, felt so bad. I really thought, I don't know how I'm going to make this day. I really didn't feel good at all, but there's just, I think, you know, in doing the hike, you go into places where you never knew you could go, and I relied on that. I just thought, one step after the other, and I know at Perishay there is a doctor, and I'll go to the doctor, and it will only get better. And we got to Perishay, and thank goodness Classy gave me a choice. He said, tea house or doctor? I said, doctor, please. And it was this lovely Nepalese doctor. She looked like 18 years old, and so professional and so kind. And she gave me heaps of stuff, and I was just a different person after that. So it wasn't a good day, but it was one of the best days in my life for just, you know, doing it, and the discovery about what you can do. Eventually seeing Everest. You cannot describe that to any person.
Arriving there, took a break, took some chocolates out of our backpack to share with the guys, and And then I sat down and wrote my family, my children, a little message on a rock. And I left it there. So hopefully one day when they go back, they can come and look for it. It's just a life lesson. But that was for me probably the most emotional part of the entire trip. Yeah.